Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As you may or may have not noticed, I haven't uploaded a video for the last couple of weeks. The last time we chatted, I was in Krabi, but I flew from Krabi north to a new island in Thailand called Koh Samui, known for its kind of bit of a party town and its full moon parties. There weren't any of those happening while I was there, and I stayed at a different beach town just outside of where the main sort of hub of Koh Samui's parties districts are, in a place called Lamai Beach, which were the little video clips you saw at the beginning of this video. I wanted to just take a couple of weeks, relax, take it easy. I've been on the go now for about 4.5 months. Yeah, just shut off social media, shut off my laptop, leave it packed in my bags, and just sit by the pool and sit by the beach, read a book, and just chill out. And Lamai Beach was perfect for that. It was absolutely stunning beach. Really only one main road kind of drag strip, just with restaurants and a couple of bars and tourist shops, and that's about it. So it was a perfect place for me to just kind of sit back, chill out, and relax for a minute. But after that, I hopped on a plane, went up to Bangkok, spent a night in Bangkok, and then hopped another plane to where I am right now, which is Cambodia, and more specifically Siem Reap. I came here because there is one kind of really special place here that I wanted to check out, one I am sure you've heard of, I'm sure you've seen pictures of, and I'm kind of really excited to go and visit it, but I'm going to save that until the end of the video. But for right now, I just want to head out into town. There's a little temple that's just not too far from here. So yeah, let's go check that out. Well, I've made the 6 or 7 block walk here in the very humid heat of the day, down to pretty much the heart of Siem Reap, to a Buddhist monastery and temple complex known as Wat Priya Prom Rath. I think that's right. Probably not. I'll write it at the bottom of the screen like always. What makes this temple complex unique is that not only is it over 500 years old, but it also houses a reclining Buddha that dates back to 1500 AD. So yeah, I have been told by every person that I've kind of run into or chatted with about Siem Reap that this is a place you got to go see. It's got supposedly some really beautiful architecture, some lovely statues and art in there. So yeah, I'm really kind of excited to go see this place. So yeah, let's go check it out. Well, I have to admit that temple was actually quite cool. It's not huge. Definitely been to some more impressive temples, but there are some beautiful statues, some lovely little gardens in there, and the murals are actually really, really cool that surround it. So it's worth checking out. And considering that it's completely free, you know, you're gonna be in downtown Siem Reap anyways. You might as well stop in and check it out. It's definitely worth pop in. So I want to head on. I do want to go to check out one more place downtown really quickly before we take a bit of a cab ride off to a pretty special place. So yeah, let's keep wandering around. Let's check out downtown Siem Reap, and then we're gonna head off to the place that I really came here to see. Well, you may think it's late at night now, but actually it isn't. We are now currently at about 4:30 in the morning, heading out to our next destination. So I am not awake. So just yeah, let's go. Well, it may only have been a minute or so for you guys, but it's been about 2 hours for me. It's now about 6:30 in the morning. And anybody that knows me knows I do not do mornings very well. So getting up at 4:30 in the morning, yeah, I don't even remember the last time I got up at 4:30 in the morning. I've gone to bed at 4:30 in the morning several times throughout my years, but very rarely actually gone up at 4:30 in the morning. And the reason I did today is because I wanted to come and visit the place where we're at right now at sunrise, because I was told it was pretty beautiful, and yeah, it is. It's pretty spectacular. And where am I? So I am at Angkor Wat Temple. It's a Buddhist temple built in the early 12th century. It took 30 years to build. About 300,000 laborers and almost 6,000 elephants pulling stone to create this place, which it sits on about 163 hectares of space, which makes this the largest religious site in the world. It's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. I think in 1992 that happened. But yeah, this entire area, all the temples around it, they were all completely abandoned in 1431 and basically left for the jungle to reclaim. And then they were rediscovered and have been cleared away, and now we have this beautiful temple left for everybody to come and see. And when I say everybody, I mean everybody. This place sees approximately 2 million visitors each and every year, so it is an extremely popular place. But it's also a very hot place. As I said, it's 6:30 in the morning and it is already 31 degrees out, and extremely high humidity, and it's supposedly only going to get hotter today. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to last out in the heat, hopefully at least a couple more hours. There is no way, and I mean no way, that I'm going to be able to see this entire site in one day. It's too massive. There are temples scattered throughout all over the area. So I'm going to do my best to try and see as much as I can, and try and capture as much as I can for you guys. And then, yeah, I'll touch back in with you guys at the end of the video. Well, I've made it back to my hotel from Angkor Wat, and wow, what can I tell you about Angkor Wat? It's hard to describe the true scale of the place. When you say, the world's largest religious site, yeah, it really is. I visited two temples, and thankfully I had a car and driver. It took us about 10, maybe 15 minutes to drive between the two temples. I spoke to somebody there that actually walked from the main temple to one of the other temples, and it took them about 40 minutes to walk. So just so you can kind of get an understanding of the size of the space that Angkor Wat takes up. It is pretty cool. I'm glad I went there first thing in the morning, because by the time I left, which was around 10:30, I guess, in the morning, the temperature had already reached about 36.5, approaching 37 degrees, and the humidity was at 87%. So it was hot, and I was getting quite melted out there, which kind of brings me to the only downside. Well, I don't want to call it a downside, but the only thing that a little bit irked me about the experience at Angkor Wat. The first is obtaining your ticket. Now, yes, you can buy your tickets online and print them, but I spoke to a couple of different people, and they all said to me, don't do that, go to the ticket center and get them there. So that's what I did. However, the ticket center is not located at Angkor Wat. It is about a 10 to, again, 15-minute cab ride away from the entrance to Angkor Wat. So you kind of have to make this kind of stop off at one place and then backtrack your way to get to the entrance of Angkor Wat. It seems a little clunky and awkward, and yeah, I don't understand quite why they've done it that way. But the other thing is the price. Now, this is kind of a two-handed thing. On the one hand, it's $37 to buy a full day pass. Now, the full day pass is challenging because I don't know anybody that's going to be able to spend an entire day walking around Angkor Wat. It gets very, very hot, very, very humid, and to spend 8-9 hours wandering around in that kind of heat, in the sun like that, you're a better person than me, that's for sure. And so I did ask, why don't they offer a half-day ticket? And one of the guides there just said, well, if they offered a half-day ticket, nobody would ever buy the full-day ticket, which makes sense. And then there's the price. It does seem pretty steep. But on the same token, I struggle to really complain about it too much because it's a huge facility. There is a lot there to be taken care of. There are a lot of gardens and parks and footpaths and roads and the temples themselves that all need maintenance and taken care of. And before COVID, they were seeing 2 million visitors a year rolling through this town and through Angkor Wat. And they haven't had that since. I've spoken to several people here, and they've all said that they think they're running at about 25% of the tourism traffic that they had before COVID. And so, that $37 that I'm spending to go there for 3 to 4 hours and see Angkor Wat, it's a bit of a pill to swallow, but on the same token, I'm glad that they've got some revenue coming in to look after the place and maintain it and look after it for future generations to come and see and check out. It is what it is. So overall, thoroughly enjoyed Angkor Wat. If you're ever in Cambodia, come to Siem Reap and check it out. Siem Reap as a whole, I've thoroughly enjoyed this town. Again, I'm here in the off season, and certainly not at the height of their tourism business. But for me right now, this place is great. It's relatively quiet, it's chilled, it's got a laid back feel to it. Yes, there are a lot of tuk-tuk drivers and vendors, trying to communicate with you, trying to get you to hire them, because they need the work. But also, just walking around's been nice. Checking out the artisan village that we saw earlier in the video was really cool. That place is not just a place where they do the carvings, but they actually teach there. So they bring a lot of younger people in that maybe don't have an education, struggle with reading and writing, and they teach them, old world skills that they can use to, you know, have a living moving forward for them and their families, which is not only cool because, you know, it helps that younger generation and provides them with a skill set, but it also keeps those skills alive, and, you know, keeps them going, which I really appreciate. So that was really cool down there. But yeah, Siem Reap has been a very cool experience, and I probably will come back here at some point, because there are a few more places and things I'd love to see when I'm here. And like all of Southeast Asia, the people super friendly. It's super great here. So that's where I'm going to leave this video. I have to hop a plane tomorrow back to Bangkok for an overnight, and then a long drive to my next destination. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what kind of video I'm going to make in this next place, but yeah, I'll check back in with you next week and hopefully have a new video for you. So thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.